Hi, my name is David and I'm a security research engineer here at Pentest-Tools.com. Today I want to introduce to you our latest tool, the Kubernetes Vulnerability Scanner. Using container orchestrators to deploy containers in an easy and scalable way is a big trend in the tech industry. And when it comes to container orchestrators, Kubernetes is a de facto standard. As any other component of your tech stack, Kubernetes must also be properly configured to keep cybersecurity risks in check and make sure big, exploitable security issues don't sit around undetected. The Kubernetes scanner we created is here to help you do just that. Blue teams can use it to constantly monitor their clusters, red teams can simulate adversary access with it, and DevSecOps can build security monitoring into their CI/CD pipelines. Here's how this new tool works. The Kubernetes scanner automatically searches for security vulnerabilities and misconfigurations in Kubernetes cluster. It runs over 40 different tests to find issues ranging from reconnaissance to initial access vulnerabilities. The scanner first attempts to detect whether the host is alive before doing the port scan. If the host is not alive, this means that it does not respond to ICMP requests, it will show 0 open ports found. If the scanner doesn't find any open ports, even though you know there are some, we recommend rerunning the scan with the check if host is alive option disabled. This will skip host discovery and start the port scan. Once the tool finds open ports, it starts looking for Kubernetes-specific vulnerabilities they might expose. Our Kubernetes scanning engine is based on kube-hunter. We started with this engine but improved its accuracy and detection methods and integrated them into our platform. If you're interested in the differences between kube-hunter and the Pentest-Tools.com Kubernetes scanner, I take you behind the scenes in the blog article linked in the description. Now, back to our scan. As you can see, the findings are then shown in real time as the scan progresses. Just like many of our vulnerability scanners, this tool has 3 running options. Light mode, the light version of this scan runs nmap on the top 10 most common ports to expose Kubernetes-specific open ones. The scanner only runs our passive detection methods on detected open ports, meaning it won't exploit the vulnerability it finds, nor use them to find others. Also, in light mode, the Kubernetes scanner will always run unauthenticated. Deep mode. The deep scan option runs nmap on the top 100 most common ports to expose Kubernetes-specific services. It also uses our active detection methods on the ports it discovers, which will leverage the vulnerabilities it detects if possible. When set to deep scan, our Kubernetes scanner can simulate an authenticated adversary if you provide it with a service account token. Custom mode. The custom version of the Kubernetes scanner lets you select the ports you want to scan. As for the other, the tool scans the ports and then runs Kubernetes-specific detections for the ones found open. For custom scans, you still have the option to turn active mode and authentication on or off. When setting the scanner to deep or custom, you can also simulate an adversary with access to a service account token by opting for an authenticated scan. Let's see it in action. We will use kubernetes.pentest-ground.com as a target. Let's select the custom mode for more granular control over the scan options. We'll scan the top 100 ports and we'll run the scan unauthenticated, as we don't have a service account token for this cluster yet. Right off the bat, we can see findings start to appear. We have high-risk ones, such as remote code execution inside the container and unauthenticated access to the API, medium ones, such as the listing of the running pods via multiple endpoints, and low ones, such as version disclosure. The Kubernetes scanner is a powerful tool by itself, and you can max out all the features on Pentest-Tools to get even more out of it. Combine scheduled scans and our fresh scan diff feature to implement continuous monitoring for your assets. In fact, our DevOps teams uses this very feature to monitor our own infrastructure. Here's another idea. Use our network scanner to hunt for vulnerabilities in the services that your cluster exposes. For instance, when the network scanner finds a remote code execution CVE, leverage it to get access to a pod in the cluster. If you find a CVE that leads to sensitive information disclosures, use it to get critical information about the cluster you are targeting, such as account tokens or environment variables. After wrapping up your scans, you can export all the findings from our tools into a single comprehensive report with editing options. This means you can generate an almost ready-to-send report of your work in only a couple of seconds. So, if you want to quickly detect unauthenticated remote code execution in a container, privilege escalation inside the container, and other critical issues, check out our new Kubernetes scanner. The light scan version of the Kubernetes Vulnerability Scanner is also available with our free plan, so you can always give it a try, maybe even right now. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.